Hello, hello. Welcome to Sci Time with Caine. Is this ASMR? Is this me just telling a story? Who knows? Not even me, honestly. I'll try to keep it low key, but today's set of stories is from just general Japanese myths. We're starting off with heroes because they're the coolest stories to tell, and also it's the most easy stories to tell. Love stories, like, you gotta make sure you describe the person properly. Like, myth stories, you always gotta make sure you tell the implications of the story itself. Hero stories, it's the chain of events. They do one thing after another. So it's always more interesting. Of course, these stories are gonna be translated to English because God help me, I'm not speaking of the entire language in Japanese. Today's first story, however, is Yoshitsune and Betei. Yoshitsune's father, Yoshitomo, had been killed in a great battle with the Taiwa. At the time, the Taiwa clan was all-powerful. Its cruel leader, Kidomori, did all he could to destroy Yoshitomo's children. But the mother of these children, Tokiwa, fled to Haiden, taking her little ones with her. With characteristic Japanese fortitude, she finally consented to become the wife of the hated Kidomori. She did so because it was the only way to save the lives of her children. She was allowed to keep Yoshitsune with her. She daily whispered to him, "Remember thy father, Minamoto Yoshitomo. Grow strong and avenge his death when he died at the hands of the Taiwa." When Yoshitsune was 7 years of age, he was sent to the monastery to be brought up as a monk. Though diligent in his studies, the young boy ever treasured in his heart the dauntless wands of his brave, self-sacrificing mother. They started in quickened him to action. He used to go to a sun valley where he would force his little wooden sword and sing in fragments of lost songs hid out at rocks and stones, desiring that he might one day become a great warrior and right the wrongs so heavily heaped upon his family by the Taiwa clan. Excuse me. One night, while thus engaged, he was startled by a great thunderstorm and saw before him a mighty giant with a long red nose and enormous grand eyes, borne by claws and feathered wings. Bravely straining his ground, Yoshitsune inquired who this giant might be, and was informed that he was the king of Tengu, that is, King... I am not fucking reading that. Springy little beings who were frequently engaged in all manners of fantastic tricks. The king of the Tengu was very kindly disposed to Yoshitsune. He explained that he admired his perseverance and told him that he appeared upon the scene with the meritorious intention of teaching them all those to be learnt in the art of swordsmanship. The lessons progressed in a most satisfactory manner. It was not too long before Yoshitsune could vanquish as many as 20 small Tengu. In this extreme agility stood Yoshitsune in very good stead, as he was made to see on in the story. I did not pronounce that correctly. My apologies. Now, when Yoshitsune was 15 years old, he heard that there lived on Mount Hie. My bad, I need to think how to pronounce this. Hie. Mount Hie, a very wild bonze by the name of Benki. Benki had for some time waylaid knights who happened to cross the Gojo Bridge of Kyoto. His idea was to attain 1,000 swords, and he was so brave, although such a rascal. sorry, the translation is weird. Okay, that he had won from the knights no less than 999 swords by his lawless behavior. When the news of these doings reached the ears of Yoshitsune, he determined to put the teachings of the king of Tengu to good use and sway this Benki, and so put an end to one who became a terror in the land. One evening, Yoshitsune started out in order to establish a manner and ban of absolute indifference. He preyed upon his fruit till he came to the Gojo Bridge. Presently, he saw coming towards him a gigantic man clad in black armor, who was none other than Benki. When Benki saw the youth, he considered it be beneath his dignity to attack what appeared to be a mere weakling, a dreamer who could play excellently and no doubt write a pretty poem about the moon, which was then shining in the sky, but one who was in no way a warrior. This affront naturally angered Yoshitsune when suddenly kicked Benkei's halberd out of his hand. The Yoshitsune and Benkei fight. Benkei gave a growl of rage and cut about indiscriminately with his weapon, but the sprightliness of the Tengu Teichin favored Yoshitsune. He jumped from side to side, from the front to the rear, and to the rear to the front again, mocking the giant with many a jest, many a peal of rig and laughter. Round and round went Benkei's weapons, always striking either the air or the ground, and ever missing its adversary. At last, Benkei grew angry. Once again, Yoshitsune knocked the halberd out of the giant's hand. Trying to regain his weapon, Yoshitsune tripped him up, so that he stumbled upon his hands and knees, and the hero, with a cry of triumph, mounted upon the now four-legged Benkei. The giant was utterly amazed at his defeat, and was told that the victor was none other than the son of Lord Yoshimoto. Not only took his defeat in a manly fashion, but begged that he might henceforth become a retainer of the younger conqueror. From that time, we find the names Yoshitsune and Benkei linked together, and all the stars and warriors within Japan and elsewhere. There was their more valiant and harmonious union of strength and friendship. We have them winning numerous victories of the Taiwa, finally driving them to the sea. They perish at Dan-no-Ura. We get one more glance of Dan-no-Ura from a legendary point of view. Yoshitsune and his faithful henchmen alliance to cross in a ship from the province of Setsu to Saiko, when a faraway echo of the din of my apologies, I lost my place. It's been a hot second. Okay. Don't make fun of me. Let's see here. When they reached Dan-no-Ura, a great storm arose. Mystery noises came from the tower in waves, a faraway echo of the din of battle, of the Russian ships and the roaring of arrows, of the footfall of 1,000 men. Louder and louder the noise grew, and from the lashing crest of the wave there arose a ghostly companion of the Taiwa clan. Their armor was torn and blood-stained, and they thrust out their victorious arms and tried to stop the boat in which Yoshitsune and Benkei sailed. It was a ghostly remnants of the battle of Dan-no-Ura, when the Taiwa had suffered a terrible and permanent defeat. Yoshitsune, when he saw the great phantom host, cried out for revenge when upon the ghost of the Taiwa dead. But Benkei, always shrewd and circumspect, bade his master lay aside the sword, took out a rosary, beside a number of Buddhist prayers. Peace came to the great company of ghosts. The rain ceased, and gradually they faded into the sea, which now became calm. So that's what happened. I should have figured. Okay. Legend tells us that fishermen shall see from time to time ghostly armies come out of sea and wail and shake their long arms. They explain that the crowds of dorsal markings are the waves of Taiwa warriors. Later on, we shall introduce another legend relating to those unfortunate ghosts who seem never tired of haunting the scene of their defeat. That was the story of Yoshitsune and Benkei. Only a short part, though. Overall, though, pretty good story. Only complaint is translation anglifies a lot. The one line which I was hesitant to read called the Tengu a fucking goblin, which you can see why I immediately disliked that. But other than that, it's pretty decent translation. I'll be all for now. And remember, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.